as a first option, which we didn't find to be feasible or palatable because hiring another firm would be more expensive and it would also take 5 to 10 weeks. By that time, we're already past our 56 days. So, Assistant Chief Creaney, do you want to follow through with outlining number 2?
So with number 2, as stated earlier, the $10 to $12 per hour, which you're getting by WPPS, or we're getting by WPPS, we were billed at an hourly rate of $19.33 an hour for each guard. If the village was to pay them $12 an hour, the cost of the village would be estimated at about $12.92 per hour.
Because of taxes?
Insurance,
Work-
workers' comp.
Work comp.
And if you were to go up even a little higher at $15, the cost of the village will be estimated at about $16.14 an hour, still below what the original WPPS was billing us for.
So you're suggesting whether we give them a raise or not? I know,
Yeah,
that's what they're getting paid, so a $4 raise?
I'm not suggesting it, I'm just putting it out there for examples.
Okay.
If you want to pay them $15 an hour, you'd probably enjoy that.
Well, sure, I would have a
Right?
raise.
And some of them have been there for quite a while.
Right, they're not really
living wage.
making.
I understand that, and I don't have
$12 an
enough
hour
information on
doesn't
how long,
fit.
I can't, personally, on the board, I couldn't vote for a raise without knowing how long each one has been there, and
It's not the same employer though, so it's not necessarily a raise, it's just what we would offer.
Why don't we proceed with going, we still have a number of bullets to go through. No pun intended.
Right. Very good. Out of the 11 guards that we had, we were able to make contact with 7 of them, and those were the 7 that were showing up, even though they knew the business was going to falter. So we were able to get their information. We did contact them, and they all have agreed to come on if offered a position, and if they're still available, they don't get picked up by another.
7 out of, how many do we have right now? 11?
11.
So there's 4 that just,
Right. And that would also, would have a hiring type process to be filling out an application, background criminal history check,
Yeah.
a background screen to make sure that what we have.
But they already should have run through that.
They should, but ours might be a little more.
is there a drug test too?
What was that?
Would there be a drug test too?
That I don't know.
So, just following under G.
Oh, yes, that's right. We did talk about this, sorry about that. Is that they would not require a medical or drug test because of the emergency hiring process that would not follow the current village ordinance or policy. To move it and expedite it through.
How long does it take for a drug test?
They don't need drug tests.
Oh, no, I'm just saying because it's an emergency, but to expedite it, I just didn't know if it was.
Well, just as an example, when we run a police officer through testing process, it's about 1 or 2 weeks. And then there's the equipment. We're estimating it maybe on the high side about $50 per employee, which will include a safety vest and a handheld stop sign. And the other considerations is for inclement weather, past experiences as they kind of had their own.
Yeah, that was not provided.
Yeah. So I wouldn't expect that. And of course, this too is going to be a big process for the police department to begin the process and maintain the practice and somebody to oversee it and make sure we have all the guards and backups in place, things of that
Right,
nature.
administrative, right? I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
calling and filling in.
Yes. So that's something we would have to take up.
And who would do that?
Most likely our administrative manager, Debbie Nokovine, our civilian staff.
And there's 2 of them, right? I mean, professionals.
No, those are the CSOs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then is there another option? Or does anyone have any questions about that option?
guess my question is if, you know, if somebody doesn't show up and you have to call them or hire somebody new and recruit, I mean, there's a lot more involved than just bringing someone in and
Oh, sure.
sending them out. You know, I
Right.
know you guys already manage them through the contracts, but what, so if Debbie were doing this, what would she not be doing because her time is instead taken up with this? I mean, I think we really need to understand that we don't,
Yeah, well,
I assume she doesn't have, you know, 2 hours a day of free time to be doing this.
no, that's the thing, you might have to, a little more multitasking to get it done. It's feasible, it can be done. And what was nice about the police department, we work together, so we can still get it done.
Trustee Bockhorst, and then Rebecca, did you have your hand
And I don't want to get too much into the weeds of the operations here, but, you know, one of the things possibly would be to promote one of the existing guards to, but whatever, okay, that's, I'm beyond that. I do.
Supervisor.
Yeah, right, but,
That was something to think about, man.
I would like to say, I know that other people have comments, and there's item 3 and 4. I've read this, I don't know if you all have, but I am not interested in going to a volunteer, based guard situation, so I don't even know if we wanted.
I want to hear all the options, but, so we're still on 2. Do you have questions about 2?
No.
Are you sure? Okay.
I was trying to expedite the meeting, so I hear that you have questions, but I can absolutely say that there's no way that we want, if managing paid employees is going to be difficult enough for our police force, I can't imagine managing volunteers, which is the easiest thing in the world to do.
Right, thank you. Anybody else on, Rebecca?
Just, so would the thought be that we would hire these current crossing guards through the end of the year and then figure out for
Yes.
next calendar year?
The intention on our part is not to bring the service in-house. This is a temporary solution, Aaron, because while Assistant Chief Kearney is being gracious and I think that the discussion of reallocating, it would take about an estimated 200 to 280 hours for Debbie's time, the administrative assistant, and then that also doesn't include the recruitment and HR side, which would actually be the assistant village manager, which we did a recap of kind of what we would need to do and focus on for recruitment. Recruitment drives at a minimum 4 times a year, because what we've noticed from discussing this with other municipalities is that there can be up to 6 to 7 vacancies within the scope of this size. And so there would need to be a continual recruitment, because as Trustee Menta had noted, and what we've also noticed within the scope of the contract with WPPS, is that there are people who call in sick, and that, you know, they use those CSOs primarily as a backup and not necessarily to be at the forefront of it. With that being said, and also recognize that we're turning the page into a new school district year in the near future, we will be proceeding with an RFP for those services in the near future.
Potentially.
Potentially, yes.
And who are the 7, I see, when we went through the contract negotiation this year, we had asked the manager, our village manager, just to look at what does Whitefish Bay do? And I see that's on here, that they use school district employees. I think someone had mentioned, are they lunchroom people? When we talked with President Shaw and Supervisor Davis, President Shaw was pretty shocked at the price tag that we're paying for crossing guards, and kind of made that, what we were just talking about, like, oh, I remember when we were young, and they were volunteers, and, you know, they're volunteers. And so I'm just wondering, right now, are they paid school district employees, the 7?
Whitefish Bay?
No, for the ones that you're utilizing in the interim today?
Say that again?
So the 7, are you questioning the 7 people from the school
Yeah, so we have
today? who
Today was like,
assisted?
right, because it
Yeah,
says here.
those are school employees.
And were they like the lunch, I mean, I'm just trying to figure out.
Some were administrative staff, and I think some were, I don't know what they called,
I thought-
8.
Sorry, I thought that you had said that the 7 were the people, that there were 7 of the 11 that were the district employees. We were
3 police, 7 school district employees.
For today? Or-
I think we're talking about 2 different.
I think we are,
Because
yeah.
he was saying that there are 7
That were willing to
were
come back
willing
on.
to
Yeah.
come back,
They showed up.
that were WPPS employees. But then they have police and school district employees that were out today.
Today,
Right.
correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we weren't expecting to see any of the guards out there today.
Right.
And the only reason I ask is, as we're going into, as you mentioned, we'll go for an RFP, we may end. I was just wondering, if we didn't hire the 7 in-house for the remainder of the year, we'd be going to option 3, which, does anyone else have questions on option 2?
I would, if you want to go through them all, we should just go through them
Okay.
all and then.
So do you want to go ahead and do option 3 now?
Sure. 3 is reach out and seek volunteers to provide these services that we will still need to be trained and purchase equipment, obviously. Again, there's going to be significant staff time delay and uncertainty when attempting to locate the volunteers because we got to kind of start from scratch with that one. Volunteers would follow the same procedure for hiring as the paid employees, equipment purchases, the same as the paid employee, and same considerations for additional costs for that.
Anybody have any questions on that one? Okay, we'll go to the 4th.
The fourth option, the crossing guards be staffed by current village employees and/or school district employees. The cost regarding that is going to be dependent on which employees. For example, if I have to put police officers there and I have to bring them in to do all the corners, I have to bring in, it won't be just 1 hour. Each time it's a 3-hour minimum I have to pay them. So I have 10 crossing guards, that's 30 hours at time and a half.
If they were all,
Yeah.
So
That's
to give you
35.
if I interjected, but if it was like, let's take, you know, a public works employee or someone from Village Hall, an average of utilization
Right.
between wages and benefit costs would be around $60 an hour.
but there, I think the more important thing is what are they getting taken away from? Because we already pay them the benefits and
And
the
that's all
wage.
right.
Right, I mean,
Correct.
so
Yes,
it's
because
not,
some of these employees don't start at the time or conclude at the same hours of which this.
Yeah, it becomes very
Service.
challenging because, you know, some of the crossing guards are out there, they're already 7:30 a.m.
so when they don't, when the crossing guards didn't call, when they wouldn't show up, last time we asked the question, it was sometimes the parking checker will be assigned,
Yes,
correct? And that's a
Yes.
different,
yes.
That's a different-
They will fill in with the way it was set up is that they had a roaming supervisor and CSO would fill in until the filler person came in. If there were 2 down, then we ran into more of a problem or we have to fill that for that hour with the CSO.
and is the school, is there anybody from the school district here? So we can ask about the 7 volunteers that they have from today.
May not be volunteers.
Yeah, they're paid employees.
Or, I mean, employees, I'm
It's
sorry.
like, if you got
Right,
paid,
school
just
district.
like,
Is there a reason you, I mean, I'm just curious, is it factoring in like a long term, because it was an emergency situation today, so I wouldn't necessarily assume that the same type of individuals would be.
Well, you said there was today 3 police officers, correct? So, I mean, if we wanted to continue that for the next 58 days, that's an option. And I just wanted to know.
You mean withdraw
Yeah.
our,
It doesn't
our
mean that's
commitment to
the
the school
actual
district for providing the crossing guard?
Isn't that option 4?
It doesn't, right, so we could commit any staff we want. It doesn't mean that the school district is prepared to.
Right, that's why I wanted to do it here, so we can talk with them.
from my perspective, we're kind of in an emergency
Right.
situation. We gotta cover this, we got kids at corners that need crossing guards, and we got 7 people that are willing to continue, but I'm sure they wanna know quickly, because there are gonna be other opportunities out for
Right.
because these other people are gonna be looking for them. And it isn't like, other, like a police officer, I don't know what your, $70 an hour your cost?
60.
60, I mean, and this is like $12, this is kind of a, from my perspective, pretty simple decision to cover. I think there might be a decision, how long you want to commit to fall on this kind of arrangement, or?
Well, it doesn't sound like that's.
No, we're not doing that right now.
Okay.
No.
You said a year, I didn't know if you meant.
So, through the end of the
Oh,
year,
it's
school
50.
year.
Oh, that's like,
For the next 15 plus days.
Trustee Moore?
It sounds like kind of the simplest option, one that I'm thinking that where my support would be would hire the current crossing guards, pay them the pay scale they're currently making through the end of the school year, make sure that any that work today get paid for what they did today.
We're still short 4.
And
And that's why I want to talk to the school district.
yeah, that's the one thing I don't want to cover in that situation.
We could at least
Because we could do a
take care
$60
of
an hour police officer, or maybe a school lunch you know,
Well, we can hire more people.
Right, we'd have to reach out.
We could hire more people.
he would, yeah, we could speak with the school district, yes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure why I agree that it's a temporary situation for only 58 more days, and if we can take, if the 7 people that are willing to continue, willing to continue, that's great, and I love the lady at Capital and Forest, she's
Yeah.
super friendly. But I'm not sure, if it makes more sense for the village to enter into this temporary employment situation, or for the school district to enter into this temporary employment situation? And that's my question. And I'm not sure why that's not an option or not anything that we're considering.
Trustee Bowers?
I'd like to consider what we have here as far, I heard what she said, but they're not here, so we
I
have to make a
understand that.
decision this evening. And right now, we're being asked to either fulfill our obligation as a village, which we have done in the past, to the school district, to our community, to the elders and everyone else, or are we gonna punt? So we have a decision to make, we can't wait for the school district.